Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muhammad Firdaus, Muamalat AL-HAKKAM, nombor matrik 24000292. Hari ni saya nak public speaking untuk subjek IIP 1010, Syariah Principle of Economy. Let me start my public speaking. I choose Islamic economic topic in terms of profiteering, or we call it pencatutan, and pricing injustice in Fiqh Muamalat. My topic is pricing injustice in Fiqh Muamalat, an Islamic ethical analysis of profiteering during a crisis. Let me begin with first point. I chose this topic because this topic is highly focused and deeply relevant and significant to Islamic business ethical. I chose this topic because I have learned about profiteering and ethical in tutorial class yesterday with Dr. Farouk. Let me start with my first point. About pricing injustice. Firstly, pricing injustice refers to zolim, as we are in Arabic. Injustice is in Arabic is zolim. We call it zolim, which mean placing something in a wrong place, in something in the wrong place, or violating another person, and in pricing, it occur when goods are sold at a value that goes beyond the limit of fairness and reason. Let me say, if you zolim means in terms of business ethical, zolim is when we put price in some items, when we raise the price, it's okay when goods are sold at a value that goes beyond the limit of fairness and reason. Profiteering, or we call in Malay as pencatutan, refer to earning excessive profit by exploiting certain situations such as a pandemic, natural disaster, and festive season. As example, we look at COVID-19. Example for pandemic COVID-19. COVID-19 where demand rises and supply becomes limited because our PKP, our SOP, so the supply becomes limited. So this issue become especially critical during a crisis because the public person is in need and vulnerable, making it easier for unethical traders to take advantage by arbitrarily increasing price. When festive season or pandemic or natural disaster comes, so the traders or seller is taking advantage from us by raising the price. Because they increasing the price because lack of supply or demand rises. So furthermore, Islam emphasize the principle of justice. In Arabic, we call it al-adalah in all transaction, where traders must be based on a fair and mutual agreement, and the concept of fair price requires that the price reflect cost, quality, and reasonable market standard profit garmin in so so al-adalah is justice for peoples who need to when we need to buy something, some items, so we can buy it with the regular price, not highly rising price. So we look at it, and we look as adalah in Islamic terms. And then concept of fair price require that price reflect cost, quality, and reasonable market standard profit garmin. In addition, Islam prohibits ghabnu fahish, which refer to gross deception or a major imbalance between the selling price and the actual market value, especially when exploiting a customer when exploiting customer urgent need or lack of knowledge. So concept of fair price ni, we put the price based on their quality, based on their reasonable market standard, based on their reflect cost. So as like as example, we as a seller at supermarket, so we look at one item is from is item that from international. So when international, we need to look at their shipping cost. So maybe we can sell the international item more so maybe we can sell at the high price item, because we look at the factor of the item, including quality. So maybe that item made in China, so maybe the quality is good, and the performance is better than the item that made in Malaysia. So maybe the seller can increase the price a little bit, but no highly increase. So okay, which refer to gross depreciation or major imbalance between the selling price and the actual market value, especially when exploiting customer urgent need or lack of knowledge. So Islam also forbid ihtikar, which is the hoarding of essential goods with the intention of selling them later at a much higher price. So as like I said, the seller selling them with a higher price for the item. So that because that action because the action causes haram to the community and is the community. Moreover, business in Islam carries a social responsibility as known as fardu kifayah, where traders or sellers are entrusted to ensure that essential goods remain available and affordable to public. So the traders and seller play the main role to make the items good remain available and affordable to the person, to the public, to the people, especially we call it B40 people or pure people. And then profiteering or pencatutan during times of crisis is considered zalim because it exploit people hardship and contradicts the value of ukhuwah and compassion. Therefore, praising injustice Islam allows government intervention through tas'ir. Tas'ir we call it as price regulation to prevent greed from harming the public and to protect public interest. So like I said, as example, when the Ramadan comes, so maybe the traders or seller is taking advantage from ours. And yes, we need to buy some items. We need to buy some food for our Ramadan, for our feast, for our sahur. So the seller taking advantage, and by making by making their price is by increase their item prices. So maybe it may be harm for another person, like poor people, asnaf or B40, something like that. So maybe seller or trader needs to know about price regulation when we put price on the item. So that's regulation price. And then in conclusion, profits gained through unjust profiteering are not blessed and may be classified as an unlawful wealth. Muslim traders or sellers are encouraged to prioritize justice, mercy and responsibility, choosing small but blessed profit rather than large profit than lack of barakah. So reminder to trader and seller out there, please know about halal haram in business ethical by selling items that may be harm for another people. Maybe it can be violate to another people. So seller and traders are responsibility choosing small but blessed profit rather than profit but lack than barakah. So that's all from me for the topic Fiqh praising injustice in Fiqh Muamalat, an ethical in Islam ethical analysis of profiteering during a crisis. So thank you so much.